Next item on our agenda this morning is the reading of the journal. Senator Polk, you recognize for a motion.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that we dispense with the reading of the journal.
Motion is we dispense with reading of the journal. All those in favor say aye. Any opposed say no. The ayes have it. Next item is messages and petitions. Mr. Clerk.
Mr. President, there are none.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Our next item is committee reports. Senator Polk, you recognize for a motion.
Mr. President, I move the Senate dispense with the reading of the committee report.
Motion is we dispense with reading of committee reports. All those in favor say aye. Any opposed say no. The ayes have it. Next item is introduction of bills and resolutions. Senator Polk, you recognize for a motion.
Mr. President, I move the Senate dispense with the reading of the titles of bills and resolutions.
Motion is we do dispense with the reading of the titles and the bills and resolutions. All those in favor say aye. Any opposed say no. The ayes have it. Next item is introduction of guests by senators. Senator Michelle, you are recognized for an introduction.
Thank you, Mr. President. It's a special guest we have today, and we're so appreciative of physicians who are willing to give up their time. Our doctor of the day today is Dr. Scott Hambleton. He's a director of the Mississippi State Medical Association's Physician Health Program. He's from Madison. And a second guest I have here today with me is my former desk mate here in the Senate from a few years back, Senator Lee Yancey from Rankin County. Please join me in welcoming both of our guests.
Welcome to the Mississippi State Senate. Good to see you, Senator Yancey. Dr. Hamilton, thank you for your service to the Mississippi Senate today. Seeing no further introductions of guests at this time, we will go to the calendar of the day, and I'll recognize Senator Burton.
Thank you, Mr. President. For an introduction first, if I may.
You're recognized for that purpose.
Thank you, Mr. President. Ladies and gentlemen of the Senate, in the North Gallery, there's a group of dental hygienists. Today is their day at the Capitol, and they're here with us today, so please welcome the dental hygienists from all across the state. Please stand and be recognized. Now, Mr. President, I'd like to go to the rules calendar, call it up, and ask that the titles be read. My motion will be to take them up in block.
The motion will be that we do take the rules calendar up in block. That's 13 items. I'll begin by asking the clerk to please read the titles.
Senate Concurrent Resolution Number 501, recognize successful application for designating the Mississippi State Capitol Building as a National Historic Landmark. Senate Concurrent Resolution Number 502, commend Mississippi Commissioner of Agriculture and Commerce for appointment to President's Agriculture Advisory Committee. Senate Concurrent Resolution Number 503, commend Brigadier General Retired J. Roy Robinson of Meridian as new President of the National Guard Association of the United States. Senate Concurrent Resolution Number 504, commend the life and honor the military, civic, and charitable service of Eugene S. Clark III of Hollandale, Mississippi. Senate Concurrent Resolution Number 505, commend life Vicksburg business and civic leader Larry Lambiati and extend the condolences of the Legislature. Senate Concurrent Resolution Number 506, commend Lafayette High School Commodores football team for winning 2016 Class 4A state championship. Senate Concurrent Resolution Number 507, recognize pole vault star Sam Kendricks for winning the bronze medal at the 2016 Summer Olympics in Rio de Janeiro. Senate Concurrent Resolution Number 508, pay tribute to life and legacy of Mississippi Delta music legend Mose Allison of Tippa, Mississippi. Senate Concurrent Resolution Number 509, recognize the service of retiring Mississippi Supreme Court Justice Ann Lamar of Senatobia, Mississippi. Senate Concurrent Resolution Number 510, recognize 150th anniversary celebration of incorporation of Town of Terry, Mississippi. Senate Concurrent Resolution Number 511, designate March 3, 2017 as National Speech and Debate Education Day in Mississippi. Senate Concurrent Resolution Number 512, mourn the loss and commend the life and public service of former Senator and President Pro Tempore Bob Perry. Senate Concurrent Resolution Number 513, commend ECCC Diamond Warriors baseball team and Coach Neil Holloman for state championship.
Mr. President, if no one would wish to set one aside, I would move that we take these up in block.
Would any senator like to set an item aside? Seeing none, the motion is that we do take these items up in block. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed say no. The ayes have it.
Now, Mr. President, I make the usual motion.
Senator calls the bill up and moves that the rules be suspended. The bill considered engrossed, read third time, and placed on final passage. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed say no. The ayes have it. Senator, you recognize.
Mr. President, I move that the be adopted by use of the morning roll call, these 13 items.
The use of the morning roll call has been suggested for final passage. Is there any objection? Is there any senator who wishes to be recorded as voting no? Seeing none, please record the rest of the senators voting aye, and the calendar is adopted. The rules are adopted.
May I make an announcement while I'm here?
That concludes our legislative calendar of the day, and we'll now go to announcements. Senator Burton, you're recognized for an announcement.
Thank you. We're going to try to have our regular rules meetings on Wednesdays and either take them up on the floor on Thursdays or Fridays. We are trying to schedule as many presentations, floor presentations. I'm not encouraging you to have one, but if you plan to have one, it would be nice to get them done when we're not on the floor working bills. So if you could try to set those with my office during the time that we're getting bills introduced early in the session or while committees are meeting, those presentations will be a lot less disruptive if we can do that during the time we're not actually passing bills on the floor. So look at your calendars. If you have groups that you wish to bring up or persons, then please go ahead and get those SCRs to us and set your calendars. Like I say, I'm not encouraging you to set one every day, but if you want to set one, use that guideline if you will. And one further announcement, as soon as we finish up here down in room 210, renowned Macomb aviation artist and historian Clint Martin will unveil a painting honoring the Tuskegee Airmen. We voted in the Rules Committee to allow that painting to be hung in room 210, and it will be there for all the public to see. It is a very, very nice painting, and if you'd like to come down for that unveiling at 10 o'clock, then we would welcome you down there, and then you can go over to the MEC meeting. So thank you very much, Mr. President.
Thank you, Senator Burton. Senator Carmichael, you're recognized for an announcement.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have a journey memory.
You're recognized for that purpose.
Mr. President and ladies and gentlemen of the Senate, I have two. First is our former Senator Will Longwitz's father passed away yesterday, so I'd like to journey in memory of Bob Longwitz. And the best friend I had in this world, Roy Dabbs, who passed away a couple of months ago. He served in the House of Representatives, was a Baptist preacher, so I'd like to adjourn in memory of Roy Dabbs.
Thank you, Senator Carmichael. We'll certainly do both of those. Senator Blunt, you're recognized for an announcement.
For an adjourned in memory, Mr. President.
You're recognized for that purpose.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senator Walter Michelle and I would ask that when the Senate adjourns today, we do so in the memory of a young man who passed away tragically just a couple of days ago. Mr. Robert Maloof of Jackson had a very bright future and passed away over the holidays, and we would ask that when the Senate adjourns today, we would adjourn in his memory.
Thank you, Senator Blunt. Senator Gary Jackson, you're recognized for an announcement.
Thank you, Mr. President. On the rules calendar that we just did, item number 4 is Senator Clark's father. Would it be out of order to request that, without objection, that the entire Senate be on that?
The request has been made that the entire Senate be added to Senate Concurrent Resolution number 504. Is there any objection? Seeing none, the entire Senate will be added. Thank you, Senator Jackson. Senator Parker, you recognized for an announcement.
Thank you, Mr. President. Today at 11 a.m. and 4:08, the new Adjutant General, Major General Jansen Boyles, is going to stop by. He wanted to, particularly members of the committee, just wanted to meet you. Anyone else who has not met the General yet is welcome. Just come by 4:08 real quick, nothing official, just an opportunity to meet him. He'll be headed over to the MEC luncheon and just a chance to meet him. Thanks.
Thank you, Senator Parker. Senator Doty, you recognized for an announcement.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have an adjourn in memory.
You're recognized for that purpose.
Thank you. When we adjourn today, I would ask that we adjourn in memory of Mr. Charlie Buffkin, who is a great community leader in Monticello, Mississippi, and in Lawrence County, who passed away around Christmas. And then also 2 ladies who were killed in a tragic car accident just a couple of days ago, Miss Luna Harper and Miss Linda Evans, both of Brookhaven. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Senator Doty. Senator Younger, you're recognized for an announcement.
Thank you, Mr. President. Adjourn in memory.
You're recognized.
Thank you. On behalf of myself and Senator Albert Butler, we would like to adjourn in memory of Mr. Walter H. Chip Gibbs of Learned. As many of you know, this chamber know that Chip owned and operated Gibbs Store in Learned, Mississippi, where they have the best steaks around. His wife, Mary Bell, will continue to operate the store as Chip would have wanted. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Senator Younger. Senator Burton for an announcement.
Adjourn in memory, Mr. President.
You're recognized for that purpose.
When the Senate adjourns today, I would ask that we adjourn in memory of Ms. Mary Beeson of Newton. And if it would be appropriate at this time, I would like to ask for unanimous consent to immediately release the rules calendar to the House.
Yes. Senator Burton has asked for immediate release on the rules calendar. Is there any objection to the use of that procedure? Seeing none, immediate release will be granted. Senator Tolleson, you're recognized for an announcement.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senate Education will meet immediately upon recess in room 409. We're going to take up House Bill 32 that they passed yesterday. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thanks, Senator Tolleson. Any other announcements come before the Senate? Seeing none, I'll recognize Senator Polk for a motion.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move the Senate stand in recess until 5 p.m. this afternoon, at which time the Journal will reflect that we stand adjourned until 9 a.m. tomorrow.
You have heard the motion. All those in favor say aye. Any opposed say no. The ayes have it. We are in recess.